temperature. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
Well, you knew I had to do it, my friends. Happy Halloween, everybody! Yay! Well, Lee said on here that he's got his costume. He's going to be a golfer. Lee, I've got you beat here this morning. I don't know how well you can hear me. We're not going to be able to do the forecast this way the entire time. I may die. But we will try my best. And I don't necessarily know that I can see anything very well. But let's move right along, shall we? So here we go. Almanac from yesterday. I mean, geez, what an incredibly warm day it was. 78 in Knoxville. We had a record high in Tri-Cities. 81. The old record was 79, set back in 1971. I don't know how well you can hear me. Can you say it on the chat how well you can hear me? I won't be able to keep up with anything. I can't see anything. Anyway, so it was a warm day yesterday. That's a live look at 40 in paper mill as the kids head off to school. Traffic's running smoothly for you moms and dads. And anybody, here we go. I can't breathe in that thing. Whew. Okay, I got to get out of that thing. Wow, that's incredibly hot, and you can't probably even understand me. 59 degrees, kids heading off to school this morning. Listen, an average morning low is in the low 40s. We are incredibly warm. And as kids head home from school, maybe with or without their costumes, we're going to be in the upper 70s. So really another beautiful day ahead of us here throughout the day today. Lee's like, yeah, you sound a little muted. Well, there we go. We'll improve that for you this morning, Lee, because, it's going to be, I don't want to be muffled. Anyways, we don't have that much fog out there to get the day started, so we're doing just fine. Oh, hi. Here I am. I'm on camera again. I forgot. All right, look at these temps. Right now, we're in the 50s and 60s. How's the hair? Are we doing good? We're doing good? You know I couldn't do Halloween without a costume, right? All right, so temperatures are trending anywhere from 10 degrees above average or above what we were yesterday. So even a warmer and more mild start to our day. So again, we talked about the almanac. Let's show you the big picture weather pattern. We've got a big old ridge of high pressure at the surface across the southeastern coastline and a cold front on the way. And that cold front's going to be moving its way into the area throughout the day today. So off to our west as we get into the lunch hour. If you have any travel plans to our west, better chance for showers and thunderstorms there. But as it moves its way into East Tennessee, it just kind of weakens and fades. But it is going to give us an overcast, kind of gray Friday. Now, the U.S. Drought Monitor comes out later on this morning. I'll post that on social media. But I would imagine it didn't creep up a whole lot over the last couple of weeks, but I would imagine it starts to creep up a little bit more. Although we did see a little bit of rain here over the last week or so, and we're looking at a little bit more rain as we get into the evening hours. So let me walk you through the future cast. We got a lot to talk about actually this morning because I'm going to take you through today, but I'm also going to take you through our Friday, and of course we'll talk about the weekend forecast because we got a kind of a gray Friday ahead of us. So through the lunch hour, warm. It's going to be breezy throughout the day today. That's a great idea. Yeah, remember driving home tonight? I was talking to, we were talking about that last night. So we're going to maybe head out to about 6 o'clock, but, people still come home from work. And so, yeah, if you are driving back home from work later on tonight, something to keep in mind. All right, so kids heading home from school, not expecting much. Now, notice we've been talking about this over the last couple of days where I said there may be a chance for the Cumberland Plateau to see some sort of rainfall during trick-or-treating. Most of it's going to be in Nashville, but notice a couple of showers as we get into the 7 o'clock hour. That'd be 6 o'clock Central Time. So when you look at our rainfall forecast through 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Central Time, while I don't necessarily think that Fenchurch County will get a quarter of an inch of rain, I do think there's a chance for some spotty stray showers. We got a couple of sprinkles yesterday. A couple of raindrops fell yesterday, and that's just that warm, moist air moving its way in from the Gulf, which is keeping our morning temperatures on the mild side. So as we head through the lunch hour, it's going to be great. Great lunch hour. Mostly sunny. The wind's going to start to pick up as we get into the lunch hour. Good morning, Katrina. How are you this morning? But we're going to be in the low 70s at noon. That's great patio weather. Perfect. Doesn't it feel like a Friday? It feels like a Friday to me. But dew points are going to be elevated. Now, typically, we don't talk about dew points this time of the year unless a cold front comes through and it really knocks our dew points down, brings us the drier air, which therefore would allow our morning lows to come down as well. Dew points are in the 60s. So not only are we talking forecast high temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s, with the higher dew points, I hate to say it, but it's kind of humid for the last day of October. It is. And so that's going to make those 70s and 80s just feel a little bit warmer. And of course, remember, if you're in the direct sunlight, you add a good 5 to 10 degrees on top of how that feels. Let me move myself out of the way here. Your trick-or-treat forecast here for the evening hours. It's going to be incredible. 77 degrees at 6 o'clock. Any of the kids have some thicker or heavier Halloween costumes, they're probably going to be sweating. 70 degrees by 8 o'clock here tonight, and by 10, we're still down to about 68. Hopefully nobody's still knocking on your back door at 10 o'clock here tonight. So the winds are going to be a little bit on the gustier side, gusting to about 25 miles per hour. We've had some winds gusting to 51 miles per hour at Cove Mountain, and Camp Creek has already received a wind gust of 41 miles per hour. So it's been a little bit breezier and gustier over the last 24 hours across the mountain counties and the higher elevations. All right, let's pick up our future cast at 7 o'clock because this is the main event. It comes through most of it comes through after trick-or-treating. And again, most of our trick-or-treating should be just fine. But if you are joining us from the western valley of the Cumberland Plateau, make sure to check in with the interactive radar with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's going to give you a great idea of how those storms are progressing out of Nashville. So something to kind of keep in mind here as we get into the evening. But most of it's going to be as we head off to bed. And it's going to be kind of overcast, gray, and some scattered light rain showers. So I think as we get into the morning commute tomorrow morning, we're likely to have kind of a soggy, damp, dreary start to the day. It's going to be warm. We'll pick up a little bit more rainfall overnight tonight, but notice that west of I-75, for the most part, is going to see the majority of the rain. And east of Interstate 75, not nearly as much rain is expected. Yay, go, Krista, go. Go, Krista, go. The boys are dressed and ready to get off to school. Mine are already gone. All right, let's take you into our Friday, okay? So the rain comes in after sundown tonight for most of us while we're sleeping. It's going to be kind of a dreary, damp start to our Friday morning. We're not talking about like drought-busting rain, but we are talking about more of a nuisance kind of a start to our Friday. But temperatures will be incredibly mild. I mean, we're talking 20, 25 degrees warmer than average for this time of the year. So Friday morning, we're likely to start off with the scattered light rain showers. And I think based on the atmosphere, we don't get this big, strong push of dry air with this cold front. So I think the clouds are it's going to be overcast, gray, dreary, and kind of a damp day. Few passing light showers throughout the day, so not necessarily the best of Fridays. Definitely not a patio Friday. What's up, Chris? How are you this morning? And so I think our Friday's going to be dreary. Today's going to be great, beautiful, increasing clouds, warm, breezy. Tomorrow's going to be dreary, damp, and overcast. And by the end of this event, tomorrow night, I mean, some of us, a tenth of an inch, third of an inch, maybe up to a quarter, or even up to a half an inch or more across parts of the Cumberland Plateau, which is great because we need the moisture terribly bad. So average high for this time of year is 66 degrees. We're pushing 80 today, near records. A little bit closer to those seasonal averages tomorrow, right around 70, and then high pressure builds right back up. And look at our weekend temperatures in the start of November. I mean, right? Like what's going on here? Upper 70s to near 80 through the weekend and the start of next week. And again, I'm going to continue to show these dew points until we get a strong cold front to really drop those dew points, because dew points will be elevated. Morning lows, I feel like a broken record, are going to be elevated as well. So average morning low, 43. That's for Knoxville, but that's kind of cuts East Tennessee in the middle. A little bit colder plateau, upper East Tennessee. You get the point. But that's why this is a trend. I do cover all of East Tennessee. But anyways, upper 50s to low 60s. So it's going to be incredibly mild. And really, the Climate Prediction Center has been talking about this for quite some time. It looks like we're going to stay quiet and mild all the way through the first 2 weeks of November. And not a ton of rain based on the latest model guidance. There is some colder air maybe like down the road. We'll see how it all plays out. Good morning, Jeannie. How are you this morning? Tell everyone at the grocery store I said hi. How about that? Look at that. That's a picture of us. I love it. So I got 50% chance of rain. Remember, percentages never tell you the whole story. Never tells you intensity, duration, timing, whatever. But I do think that we're going to have spotty light rain showers, so kind of a dreary, damp day. So 50% chance of rain on Friday. That's been tailored up from what we were talking about just a couple of days ago. Because storms kind of slowed down, it's just going to kind of linger across the area. That's why. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are dry, and then we have another system that's going to be heading our way late Tuesday into Wednesday. That's likely also to bring us some rain. So let me show you the big picture. We're going to see those elevated rain chances through the next 6 to 10 days, then probably average rainfall. And, oh yeah, by the way, hey, Seth, great point there. Remember, I do have a live feed of Wake Up with Witcher right there, front and center on the East Tennessee Weather app. Remember, I told you that's that new update. If you haven't updated your phones yet, make sure you go force update it through the App Store. But front and center, Wake Up with Witcher is right there at the top of the screen on the East Tennessee Weather app. And then when we go off the live, that will go away for the rest of the day. Kind of get you used to that. If you see that video right there, front and center of the app, that's either A, I'm doing a live broadcast like Wake Up with Witcher, or it's going to be great for inclement weather. So you'll know that inclement weather is moving on through. All right, next 3 days, rain. Most of the rain is going to be to our west. Next 5 days, it starts to fill in a little bit, but you can see how the further east, the less rain that this cold front is going to produce. And then as we get to go through the next 7 days, more rain across the Great Plains. That's been the battle zone in the upper Midwest. So a lot of rainfall there. But we'll add to that a little bit more as we get into next, say, Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. So over the next 7 days, some beneficial rain. Hopefully we can get a little bit more. Places that are in the drought that we just showed you just moments ago. And, of course, likely to change here as we get the new U.S. drought monitor out this morning. So your 7-day forecast, it's above average, a beautiful day. The coolest day comes through tomorrow. Overcast, gray, dreary, kind of a damp Friday, but more sunshine returns as we get into the weekend. So if you are heading off to the football game this weekend, it should be perfect weather. We're talking temperatures in the mid to upper 70s on Saturday. And, of course, you can always check in. And like today and tomorrow, just track those little rain showers with the interactive radar. And, again, it's going to be a great tool for you folks on the Cumberland Plateau. As we get closer to trick-or-treating, just check in on that interactive radar and be like, okay, oh, we're great. We're great. Or, uh-oh, here comes another shower. And remember, the interactive radar gives you current, past, and future cast of 2 hours. So it takes, based on what's going on right now, and puts it into motion for a future cast of 2 hours, which gives you a great idea of how those showers are progressing over the next couple of hours. So it's a great tool there. All right. So sorry I had to take the hood off. I couldn't do it any longer, but here we go. Got my dress shirt underneath. This outfit right here, by the way, is a onesie. Here, let me just step away. It's a onesie, and it's thick. And so it's kind of warm. You sent a picture of the boys this morning on Messenger? On Messenger. Oh, on Messenger? I'll have to see if I can't find that. On Messenger. I'll try to get that on if I possibly can, Krista. Would love to share those photos. Let's see if anybody's uploaded any photos to the East Tennessee Weather app. Oh, there they are. Here we go. Here's Krista's boys. Look at that. I love my little brother. I love those shirts, by the way. You know, we made shirts when we announced it to our friends at a weather conference, actually, that when we were first pregnant with Kipton, my buddy and I, his wife happened to be pregnant as well. And so to announce to our friends at the weather conference, we both had shirts. Mine said, got one past the goalie. And I'm trying to think what his said. I forget exactly what his said, but mine was, got one past the goalie. It's kind of funny there. Let's see if we can't find see if anybody's uploaded any photos. No photos have been uploaded over the last couple of days. That's okay. We've already shared the photos that have been uploaded through the Witcher's Pictures link in the East Tennessee Weather app. So, but again, interactive radar is going to be a great tool on a day like today. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got the big old orange pep rally tomorrow in South Knoxville, Food City, 3 to 6. Thank you, Katrina. She says, I love the skeleton. Happy Halloween to you as well, Denise. You like the skeleton outfit, do you, Sandra? She goes, I like that skeleton outfit. Oh, it's almost time to dance, my friend. Guess what? Did Tom beat everybody to the punch? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's what Seth said. I think Tom beat everybody. Let's dance, shall we? We'll take it back outside here and show you what it looks like outside. That is not Hardin Valley, actually. Hey, big shout out. I got my camera back up and running in Gatlinburg. That's downtown Gatlinburg right now. A live view in downtown Gatlinburg. So I've got my camera back up and running there. Got a couple of cameras down right now. And new ones coming to the market here real soon. As we'll keep you posted on that, of course. So let's celebrate. Happy Halloween, everybody, and happy birthday to anybody celebrating a birthday on Halloween today. I sure hope you have a great day. Your birthday has been robbed for years, your entire life. Or maybe it wasn't robbed and you had some awesome birthday celebrations because you got to celebrate birthday on Halloween. It's like an excuse to party. Happy ghost day to you as well, Bonnie. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful sunrise this morning. Okay, we are going to talk about that, Chris, here in a second. I'll talk about No Shave November. Stand by on that one. But right now, let's talk about these holidays. National Doorbell Day. Now, we're not talking about doorbell ditching here, my friends, okay? That's not what we're talking about, Day. It's National Doorbell Day. What would we do without doorbells in our lives? What a concept. Believe it or not, funny story, our doorbell doesn't work. We've had people stand at our front door, and we didn't even know they were there. It's Girl Scout Founders Day. Big shout out to Girl Scouts. Anybody been involved with Girl Scouts in their lives? I am a Scout myself. I'm actually an Eagle Scout, so I'm going to give a big shout out to the Girl Scouts this morning. Plus, of course, we love them once a year anyways. We love them every day, but we love them at once a year anyways because they bring us some awesome goodies called Girl Scout cookies. Who doesn't love some Girl Scout cookies? I think we all do. And you can mow a box down in no time, can't you? It's National Magic Day. Oh, National Magic Day. That's awesome. I love magic. I think magic is like the coolest thing in the world. Sleight of hand is amazing. Any magicians out there? Anybody? Calling all magicians. Calling all magicians. Mel says, I was a Girl Scout and later a Girl Scout leader. There we go. We've been trying to get my kids in Scouts. And I know it's not called Boy Scouts anymore. It's just called Scouts. We've been trying to get them in Scouts. Me being an Eagle Scout, I feel like I'm doing them a disservice by not getting them into Scouts. We'll get there. But it's not for everybody either. Listen, I quit Scouts when I was in high school because it wasn't cool anymore. So I thought, because I was in high school, right? And I was busy playing soccer and competitive soccer and travel soccer team. So I quit. But one morning I woke up and I said, I'm going to be really mad at myself if I actually don't make it all the way to Eagle Scout because I was already a star. So I only had 2 more ranks to go. 1 more technically, but you go Star, Life, Eagle. And so I went to my Scoutmaster. I said, I'm going to re-enlist in Scouts with my old troop. Help me, guide me, lead me the way of how I can actually make it to Eagle Scout before I turn 18. And I was already like 16 and a half, maybe even 17 at this point, because you can't get the Eagle Scout after 18. Finally did it, pushed through, and turned in all my paperwork to become an Eagle Scout for the Boy Scouts at that time, the Scouts, at 5 p.m., the very last deadline that we had to have everything like stamped. But I got it. We have dogs. They do work better than a doorbell. Mine don't really bark at the doorbell. We did have a dog at one time that barked every time a leaf fell outside. It was annoying. All right, it's National Caramel Apple Day. We talked about this yesterday. I love caramel apples. I don't like apples, but I love caramel, and caramel apples are amazing. And, of course, it's Halloween, so we've got that going for us this morning. All right, that's your national holidays here. We'll take you back outside. How about that? Take you back outside. Downtown Gatlinburg. Love that view. It has been busy. Remember my family, we went up and visited Anakista, which was a lot of fun. And, of course, Gatlinburg is this is a busy time of the year. We get into the Christmas holiday, of course, the fall season. Folks wanting to get into the #1 visited national park and the only free national park in the United States. Although they do make you pay for parking now. They do make you pay for parking now. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's say, remind me about the thing in Morristown Weather Center you were talking about yesterday. Is there something Saturday? I was getting the kids ready, so I didn't get it all together. Yes, so tomorrow from 10 to 2, the National Weather Service in Morristown, I take that back, not tomorrow, it is Saturday. Saturday, November 2nd. Okay, not tomorrow. Saturday, November 2nd, the National Weather Service is having an open house, open to the public to come in and see exactly what they're doing. I will be up there. I'm going to bring my kids, actually, because my wife is now working, because we're now, I'll tell you this in a second. There's a little bit of a snafu with our scheduling. So from 10 to 2, National Weather Service, I'll be up there at 11 o'clock in the morning with my kids. So if you want to come say hi, I'll have some merch on me as well. So if you ordered merch, just bring some cash. I'll send that to you, or we can do the payment link as well. So don't worry, Tom. I've not sent that link to you yet, or other people. Again, like I said yesterday, I'm trying to enjoy some time with my mom, and I've had some crazy awesome meetings here this week as well. So I'll be up there at 11 o'clock in the morning, Morristown. Just search National Weather Service Morristown. It'll take you right there. You can't miss it once you get into Morristown, because you'll see the big giant radar and the big ball. It's next to the airport as well. So I'll be there at 11. I think Julie's going. I think Tom said he was going as well. Just to give a little behind-the-scenes insight on what the National Weather Service is, what they do, how they operate. Don't worry, my friends. It is not like an impressive room. It's just a room with computers, but it is cool to talk to the National Weather Service. And, of course, without them, I wouldn't be with what I'm doing, because they're the ones who issue the watches and warnings. They're the ones who forecast so much and work with the EMA, the emergency managers around all of East Tennessee to keep us all safe. And so we tie and we work together, where it's a big partnership with media and the National Weather Service, as it 100% should be. because we have to work together to keep our community safe. So 10 to 2 on Saturday, I'll be there at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm not quite sure if we're going to lunch afterwards or what we're doing. We'll kind of just play it by ear, I think. Yeah. Tom says, Mike, I'll see you Saturday. Bring the stuff. I will bring the stuff. And if anybody has any requests on certain shirt sizes, I'll try to bring a few of each size. I'll bring some sweatshirts, tumblers, and some hats as well. Yay, Kayla! She's going to be there. Awesome. So come at 11 o'clock, because you're not going to probably be there for more than an hour, I wouldn't imagine. But boo, Lee, What's Your Weather Watcher, not going to be there. And unfortunately, What's Your Weather Watchers, I do not have the t-shirts and hats yet, but they're still in the works. They've been ordered. It just takes time for these things. Chris is planning on going. Awesome stuff. Did you like that Ed Rupp interview? Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate that. And by the way, if you're joining me on the East Tennessee Weather app this morning or on Facebook, don't forget, on the East Tennessee Weather app, I should say, or Roku TV, Amazon Fire, you can't comment on the chat, but if you're on Facebook, Mike Witcher TV, or the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page, or YouTube, you can comment and I can see your chat in the background. Otherwise, if you're on Roku or whatever, you can just have us on the background and enjoy the show while you get ready for work. Good morning, Jerry. How are you this morning? A little spooky. Did you miss the top of the show there, Buck? I had my hood on, but it's too hot. You got to turn the AC on. It's getting hot in here. All these computers and this big old outfit on. You just uploaded a pic from the sunrise over the mountains. Let's check that out, shall we? Oh, there we go. We've got a costume this morning. Julie, yay. How about this? Coming in this morning with the East Tennessee Weather app. Here is Josh getting all ready for school. Look at that guy right there. That's awesome. Thanks, Julie. I appreciate that. And let's see who said that. Kat said a big old orange sunrise this morning. Here we go. From inside of her house. How about that? She's got a beautiful view up on top of the hillside in West Knoxville. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thanks, guys, for uploading those here this morning. And I think that's all we have so far that has been uploaded, but thanks for doing that. All right, let's see. Let's see. Dan says, running the New River Highway for fall colors was amazing. Just try it, even if you do not ride a Harley. Oh, there we go. You ride a Harley there, Dan? Hey, did you take any photos? If you did, upload those through the East Tennessee Weather app using Witcher's pictures. You can't miss it. It's right there at the top of the app. I'll show that to you again here this morning, just in case folks don't have the app or don't really understand how it works. I try to share how the app works. So you open up the app, that's what you see. Again, I don't know why it's doing that, but we'll come down here. How about that? There we go. That's why, because it was on the wrong computer screen. I've got so many of them. Anyways, when you open up the app, there's Witcher's pictures in the top right, because I want you to send me your photos as much as possible, whether it be beautiful sunrises, sunsets, storm photos, to, yes, even your family and your kids during holidays and trick-or-treating time. Would love for you to do it. Just click on that. And it says take a picture or upload it from your camera roll. And yes, you can upload multiples at a time. And again, front and center. This app is not updated on my computer, but the video of what we're broadcasting right now is front and center on the app. So again, go update that. And then the interactive radar, remember, gives you current, past, and future radar of 2 hours. It's a great tool right there in the center of the app. So you can't miss that there. So easy for sure. Anybody? I'm not wearing blue today. Did you see that on my stories yesterday? We talked about it on the show. Happy Halloween to you as well, Carol. Ride to live and live to ride, my friend. There we go. Julie's the meteorologist today. She's wearing her East Tennessee Weather shirt. And again, you can order merch on eastTNweather.com. So don't forget about that. And again, you'll get a one-time payment link, and I'll get to work with some of those orders. I do have some that have just come on in. Have a great day, Tom. We'll see you on Saturday. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow for the first day of November. It's crazy. Isn't it not crazy that this is the last day of October? Where is this year going? Okay, so we've had a few issues with that. I would tell you to do this, Krista, if it's not letting you do that. A, you haven't updated it. So make sure you go to the App Store and update it and see if that works. If that doesn't work, just delete the app and reinstall it. That seemed to have worked for somebody yesterday, actually. So sorry you have to do that. I'm not totally in control of the app. And by the way, coffee this morning. Pumpkin coffee. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Not the best, but it's I wouldn't drink it every day, but it is pretty good. So let's see if I have any photos here. Oh, yes. Did you see it? I want you to go vote because the competition ends here soon. I want you to go vote. But if you go to the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page, okay, and if you go there, of course, you'll see the live broadcast because that's what we do. We're live right there. So there we go. There's that goofball. Scroll past that, and right there, we have a family competition going on. So if you've not voted 1, 2, 3, or 4, there's a pumpkin. There's another pumpkin. There's another one, and there is another one. So you can decide on who actually was the pumpkins. And actually, one of these, I'm not going to tell you which one. One of these is my mom's. I did not get in on the competition. I was playing pickleball when they carved pumpkins. So I didn't even get in on the competition. So go to the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page and go cast your vote. So far, it looks like number 3 is in the lead. Oh, did you see what I posted too? I said family competition time. The winner gets to choose our next dinner, and it can be anything they want. So if it's one of the kids, that wins, I mean, we could literally have candy for dinner if that's what they so choose. I'm scared. I'm scared of exactly what we're going to end up getting for dinner. Ooh, Mel's going for pumpkin donuts. That sounds amazing. All right, Krista, try to reinstall it, delete it, try to reinstall it and see what happens. You like the window pumpkin, do you? Jerry sent in the sunrise this morning, so let's see if we can't get that on camera here. There it is, Jerry. This is from Jerry this morning. Thanks for uploading those like on the spot. See how fast that is when you upload it through the Witcher's Pictures link? And so during severe weather or inclement weather, make sure that you do that because I can pull that on camera a lot quicker and it's instantaneous when it comes to through the app itself. So beautiful sunrise coming in from Jerry this morning. Jerry, big shout out to you. Where'd that picture go? It disappeared for a second. There we go. Let's get that off camera. Thanks, Jerry, for sending that in. Big shout out to Jerry this morning. Good morning, Debbie. How are you this morning? She says, good morning, everyone. They are all pretty awesome, says Kat. Yeah, they are pretty awesome. Too bad I didn't get to do mine. But I am going to be roasting pumpkin seeds. So we'll do a little reel about roasting some pumpkin seeds. If you have a great recipe, you can email me, mike@eastTNweather.com if you want, and send me your pumpkin seed recipe. I typically just like the salt. I've done some other recipes over the years. They didn't quite turn out quite the same. But roasted pumpkin seeds are so good. Shall we, my friends? Shall we wrap up the show? Look at that. There you go, Buck. See, I'm a little muffled. You can't hear me very well. How am I supposed to see anything? I can't see anything. Kind of takes you back to the old days, right? When you can't see anything, and you used to go trick or treating with those old costumes. I can't even wrap up the show. I can't see anything. I can't talk. Oh my gosh. Anyways, my friends, I sure hope you have a great day. Of course, it's trick-or-treating time. It's Halloween, last day of October. It's ended up to be an extremely dry October. I'll send out the U.S. Drought Monitor coming out later on this morning. So make sure you check that out on social if you are interested in that because we haven't had much in the form of rain. I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel today. Sorry about yesterday. So if you missed any of the forecast, you can grab your cell phone, open up the East Tennessee Weather app. I'm going to send that to you right now. You can get on the road. This is East Tennessee Weather when you want it, but thanks for joining me on this scheduled broadcast that happens Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Don't forget to go subscribe to YouTube. Smash and like that subscribe button. Make sure you allow notifications through YouTube. You always get an email or notification when we are broadcasting live. Roku TV, Amazon Fire. Like, subscribe, share. Helps the platform out. But thanks to you, We live to see another day. Don't we? Be safe, be kind to each other. If you're driving home from work tonight, watch out for the kiddos that are going to be doing some early trick-or-treating. We'll see you back here on our first day of November. Wake Up with Witcher starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning. Have a great day.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
Good morning. Happy Halloween, everybody. Sure hope you have a great day today. It's going to be a warm Halloween. We're talking well above average temperatures, breezy, and even a little bit on the humid side. Let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast. We'll start you off with the almanac from yesterday because it was a warm day yesterday as well. We had temperatures warming into the low, mid, and upper 70s, smashing the record, by the way, in Tri-Cities. 81 degrees was the high temperature, and the record was 79 set back in 1971. So an old-time record there. All right, here's the setup. We got a ridge of high pressure at the surface down to our south and southeast. That's pumping in warm Gulf moisture. We've got a cold front to our west that's been causing a ruckus across parts of the Great Plains over the last 24 hours. Well, this storm system is going to weaken as it moves its way into East Tennessee. So the general idea, the cold front heads our way as we get into the evening and overnight hours, slides off to our south and southeast, lingering clouds on into our Friday. The high pressure will start to build its way back in, helping to warm us up and bring us more sunshine as we get into the weekend. By the way, the U.S. Drought Monitor comes out today. I would imagine this continues to expand a little bit, has not expanded a ton over the last couple of weeks, but again, we've not had any rainfall basically over the last month. We're very, very dry. All right, so here we go. We start the morning off with temperatures comfortable. We have a little bit of fog hanging out with us this morning. The clouds will begin to increase. We're going to be dry through the lunch hour, so a nice lunch hour there. Kids heading home from school, maybe with their costumes on, maybe. Hopefully still intact for tonight. 3 o'clock, showers just off to the west of the Cumberland Plateau. So from 3 till about 7 o'clock, that would be about 2 to 6 o'clock Central Time. Keep this in mind. Fentress, say Morgan, Scott, Cumberland County, you do have a chance for a passing shower. We had one little lonely shower yesterday, a couple of raindrops, I should say, yesterday. With that southerly flow, a little bit of energy in the atmosphere helps to spark this off. So by 7 o'clock tonight, I think this is overdoing it, but the general idea is there. I just wanted you to know by 7 o'clock tonight, most of the activity, if we see it along the plateau, will be along the Cumberland Plateau. So we start the morning off well above average for this time of the year. 50s and 60s. It's incredibly mild to get the day started. As we get into the lunch hour, though, warm, sunny, and the wind's going to start to pick up. So it's going to be a little bit on the breezy side as we get into the lunch hour. Now, dew points are going to be in the 60s again here this afternoon. So the warm sunshine, you combine upper dew points in the 60s, it's going to make it feel a little bit on the humid side, and temperatures will climb back into the 70s and 80s. So heading off trick-or-treating here tonight as we get into the 6 o'clock hour. It's going to be very comfortable, warm, really, to be honest with you. So any of the kids that have these big, heavy costumes, they're going to be sweating a little bit, aren't they? 77 at 6, 70 degrees at 8, and by 10 o'clock tonight, we're still in the upper 60s. Now, here are those winds. Winds are going to increase as we get into the lunch hour, early to mid-afternoon. The winds are still going to be breezy here throughout the evening hours, so it is going to be one of those breezy October afternoons and evenings. All right, 7 o'clock here tonight. Here's the rest of your future cast. Cold front still off to our west. Cold front starts to slide its way on in, ushering in the showers. Better chance for heavier rain, much needed rain across parts of the Cumberland Plateau, so this is great news. But notice it just kind of weakens as it works its way from west to east. Likely to be overcast and a damp, gray, dreary start to our Friday morning. High dew points, temperatures close to the dew points. But even by sunrise, you can see kind of who's going to get the rain. Less likely to see the rainfall across upper East Tennessee and the upper mountains, upper East Tennessee mountains. More likely to have a soggy, slow-going start to the day on Friday across the Western Valley. All right, so as we wrap up the week, we're starting off with temperatures mild. We're going to be in the 60s. At 7 o'clock in the morning, 65 degrees. Clouds, cold front swinging its way through. As we get into the lunch hour, we don't warm up a whole lot because we're going to have those overcast gray skies and some lingering showers on Friday. So again, don't expect a huge warm up throughout the day on Friday. It is going to be cooler. We are going to stay overcast, kind of a dreary and damp day throughout the entire day. And then the clouds will start to break up late Friday as some drier air starts to slowly settle its way on in. But we're not talking about a lot of dry air. So when all is said and done, everybody has a pretty good shot for seeing some scattered light rain showers. The graphic looks a little bit more impressive than anything, but can't rule out. I think the 1 inch is overdoing it probably for northern Fentress County, but the story is I think a good solid half an inch of rain can't be ruled out across the plateau. So warm today, more seasonable tomorrow. Average high is only 66 for this time of year. Look at these temperatures. Next week, through the weekend, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s, 10 to nearly 15 degrees above average for this time of year. And no big cool downs on the way for those morning lows because dew points will stay elevated into the 60s. And so that's going to keep our morning lows in the 50s and 60s through the next 7 days. Our average low again is 43 degrees for this time of the year. So we should be seeing a lot more widespread frost around the area. We should be chilly during the early morning hours, and that's not the case, and that may not be the case all the way through the first couple weeks of November. Rain chances, we're going to keep those rain chances elevated on Friday. We'll take them away through the weekend and the start of next week. Another system heads our way late Tuesday into early Wednesday. Right now, we're going to go about 30% chance of rain on Wednesday, but there is another shot for some rain showers. Let me explain. This takes us through Saturday, so you can kind of see where the bulk of the moisture is going to be through Saturday. More rain all the way through Monday to our west. And then as we get into next week, that starts to fill in once again. So we could add and then bring us some much beneficial rain, where over the next 7 days, maybe an inch, half an inch, to less than a quarter of an inch over towards the mountain counties. So not expecting a whole lot of rainfall there whatsoever. All right, let's go ahead and talk about your 7-day forecast. We are going to continue to see beautiful weather across the board. It's quite a bit of sunshine for the upcoming weekend, which is going to be great news to pass along. So don't forget to track the rain as we get into the evening hours, especially for you folks on the plateau. As we get into trick-or-treating hours, you want to check in with the interactive radar with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download, by the way. Just search eastTNweather, all one word, and it really is and gives you everything you want to know for weather here in East Tennessee, which is the one thing that we all have in common and can't escape. Download it today. Just search eastTNweather. This is weather when you want it.